These two just seem like a match made in heaven. Cue the music. So we're going to start off today with some fact sheets. Obviously, the Highlands Fishing DLC is, well, I say imminently upon us. It's a couple of months away yet, but Giants have started releasing the fact sheets. The first ones we got here today is the JCB Fast Track 8000 Icon series. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, don't we have a mod of that already? We certainly did in 22 anyway. All right, fair enough. So it's going to be obviously a tractor, 224 grand to buy, and a 306 to 348 horsepower engine and a 43-mile-an-hour top speed. Now, obviously, the JCB's fast tracks, they are generally the fastest tractors if you're going for real-life situations. So if you want to get your farming done quickly, fast track is the way to go. Now, on the back of that, we've got a new brand to game, the Bunning Lowlander Wide Body 250 HBD. It's going to be a stinky stuff spreader, manure spreader. It's going to cost you, 133.5 grand to buy. Requires 300 horsepower. So even if you go for the lowest version of the old Fast Track 8000, you should still be golden using this. Now, it's got a 27,000 litre capacity for the stinky stuff on the back, and a 24-metre working width with a 9-mile-an-hour working speed. So obviously, a different brand coming to the game, that is always good. The second one we got for today is the new Holland T8000 series. 111.5 grand to buy, 281 to 359 horsepower engine, and a 31-mile-an-hour top speed. So if you are a New Holland team, yeah, this could fit in nicely for you. And on the back of that, we've got the Vaderstat Proceed V24. Going to be found under Cedars, 135 grand to buy, a 300 horsepower requirement from your tractor. So I'd imagine this New Holland that we've got is not the lowest version, because it wouldn't be doing too well with that, mind you. But okay, fair enough. And the Cedar, it's got a 2,200 litre capacity, 6-metre working width, and a 10-mile-an-hour working speed. And it's saying Cedar, right? Hear me out. Those icons there underneath for all the information is a multi thing. So that's going to be doing your planting and your seeding. Interesting indeed. Now, obviously, only having 2,200 litre capacity, it's not going to get you very far. So you can double that up with having the seed box on the front, the old Vaderstat FH2200, as the name would suggest. 2,200 litre capacity is going to cost you 23 grand. And obviously, it's going to be holding your seeds and potentially your solid fertilizer if you want to go down that road, which is all right indeed. The last fact sheet we got for today is a new car. Why is it? Well, definitely a new car. It's not a new brand. We've got Skoda Octavia. Now, these are definitely the taxi man's favourite in the UK. Fair enough. 24 grand to buy. It's going to have 150 to 265 horsepower engine, and it's going to do 86 mile an hour. No, they do more than that around here, I must admit. Especially if you've got the VRS model. But, all right, fair enough. Building on the Skoda brand, so why not? Now, obviously, this has come out on November the 4th. And if you are on PC and fancy picking yourself up a digital copy, there's going to be a link down below. And just remember, if you have got the Year 1 Season Pass, you do not need to reorder it, pre-order it, whatever. It will be available for you to download coming up towards the actual release date. So don't order again if you've already got the Year 1 Season Pass. Right, on to the mods. So first up is Modern House. This is by Cookson, 17.64 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find them, as you can imagine, under farmhouses. Now, we've got 3 different versions here. They're basically all the same. They're all going to cost the same, 27.5 grand to buy. You can have a beige plaster one, you can have a straight brick one, and you can have a white plaster one. And they're all the same layout, so nothing's going to change there. And you have got your sleep trigger and wardrobe trigger on the front porch. Now, you can't go inside, so they are just for decorative, apart from these triggers. So you do with that what you will. But what I will say is, who has an industrial wheelie bin at the front of their house? I mean, all 3 have got them. How much rubbish, garbage, whatever are you making to require one of those? All right, fair enough. Right, next up is House with a Porch. This is by Cookson, 6.4 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it, as you can imagine, like the previous ones, on the farmhouses. Now, it's going to cost you 24.5 grand to buy, and like the previous ones, you can't go inside. So it is going to be a decorative trigger at the most. So you get your sleep trigger and your wardrobe trigger by the front porch. That being said, I quite like the idea of a bungalow. I mean, that is a dormer bungalow because it's got a little bit of a roof loft hatch on the go there. But, you know, it saves you walking upstairs, but entirely up to you. That being said, you need somewhere to sleep for the night. This should sort you out nicely. So next up is the small German fire department. This is by Saucy Modding and NRX SKE, 26.37 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it, as you can imagine, well, I say as you can imagine, it's going to be under decorations anyway. 110 grand to place down, and this is definitely one for your roleplay. Now we had, was it a German fire engine that came out the other day? That should fit in with this nicely. Now, you've got these 3 bay doors up the front, so obviously that means you can have 3 vehicles. Great, so you could have 2 fire engines, like a fire car, that sort of thing, no problem. You then got this side door, which you could have something else in there. No problem indeed. Then we come through here, we've got this door that opens up, obviously that goes into the main storage area for your vehicles. Then we come up the stairs, there we are. And we got a door on the right. Well, to be fair, once you get up, it's on the left. But okay, a little bit of an admin office. I'd say your assistant would work in there. Then the manager would be in there. Not quite sure what they call the different levels in the fire department. But okay, fair enough. And over here, we got this door, which is your main meeting room. Although the one holding the meeting is... It's definitely sat behind 2 monitors where they can't see anybody else. So maybe they don't like to talk to people, so fair enough. And over here, you have got some toilets. So you've got the men's toilets there. You can use rhinos. You can sit around here, have a little bit of a poo whilst looking out the window, which is all right. And obviously, you've got the ladies next door, so we can open up that one. There you are, fair enough, because even ladies need to do a poo, despite what the wife tells you. All right, we'll carry on. And we'll come down the stairs again, because we can go around here. We've got light switches that turn on. That's great, no problem. We've got this door that opens. Outside, obviously what you need when you're running a fire department is a siren to alert everyone there's a fire on the go. So brace yourself, because it is rather loud. I mean, it takes a bit of time. Don't get me wrong, it takes a bit of time when you press the button. Right, so I'm going to press the button now. So it's B if you're on Xbox like me. So press the button now. It's about a 5-second delay before it comes on. But okay, fair enough. Alert your local firefighters. They can come to the rescue and save the burning building. Oh, fair enough. So next up is crop protection fences. This is by Vanquish 81, 0.14 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it, as you can imagine, under fences. And that's going to cost you 5 per section. And obviously you click it down, drag it out to where you want it to be. Great, no problem. So you'd put this down the edges of your field. It's supposed to keep the little critters away from your crop. All right, no problem. Next up is Placeable Gas Station. This is by Gamer HZS FSH, 5.82 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it under tools. Now it's going to cost you 8.5 grand to buy, but if you're on a multiplayer map, you could make that back pretty quickly, because obviously you're going to put it down and people are going to come and fill up their vehicles and whatever. The prices are looking all right. I mean, I would say probably go for the middle one, 104.9 for a litre. I mean, I paid 130 odd today when I filled up my car, but okay, that sounds all right from a price perspective. Now, there's one thing I will say. That's got an interior. I mean, you can see it right there, but I'm not getting any option to go in there. So that would have lended into the old roleplay scenario perfectly, but unfortunately we can't. But all right, fair enough. Sell the diesel to your multiplayer mates. So next up is the old garage. This is by Raphael, 17.77 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it, as you can imagine, under sheds. That's going to cost you 65 grand to place down, and to be fair, it's looking good. I mean, the combination between the standard brick and the old breeze block, cinder block, whatever you want to call it, I like it. You know, just fill it out. Obviously, these bricks would be more expensive than those ones, you know, more of a cost-effective thing. Fair enough. Now, we'll come over here. We've got this door that opens up. Obviously, double door, lots of space to get inside. Great. I mean, if you want to go down the end, we have got this door as well. So open up that one. And we're going to have to open up each individual one. Really? Oh, we are. You have to open up. You have to either door. Both doors individually. All right, fair enough. Seems to be a bit of a pain, but all right, no problem. Then we'll come over to here, and we've got a little, I'm going to say carport, car garage. Yeah, you're probably not going to get anything massive in there, mind you. Do you have to open up both of them on as well? Yeah, we do. This one opened up on its own. Close that. Yeah, they open up together. Carport and the end door opens up individually. But all right, fair enough. And next up is Large Barn. This is by American Modding Inc. 22.25 megabyte on the download. And the name does fit it. So you're going to find it, as you can imagine, under sheds. Now, we do have a customization option. And look at the size of it. When we zoomed in there, so it's on top of me. I mean, look at the state of it. Dear oh dear. So the customization option is going to be the colour on the side. So if you haven't got the unlimited colour mod on, you can pick any one of those. Now, when you come up to it, you can't open the big door from the outside because you have got this giant support beam. Yeah, all right. So you come through the man door. There we are. And then round the corner is going to be your option to be opening up the big door. And just like something out of Thunderbirds, I mean, those support, well, the gas struts, whatever, they look beefy. I mean, they look they could hold that door up all day long. And obviously, once it's open, got a giant opening. You could fit pretty much every harvester with the headers still attached, no messing. And then obviously you got a huge area for to be storing some stuff. That is all right indeed. Now, right by the old man door and the big door trigger, we do have the old shed light turn on as well. Left stick in if you're on Xbox like me. That is a great shed. So next up is the small rustic bale shed. This is by Horn Farming Modding, 3.29 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it, as you can imagine, under silos. Now, it's only going to cost you £1,000. It's going to hold 100 pieces. Now, it does say on the website that it's going to be doing your bales or pallets. Now, I tried the pallet strawberries, didn't work. So, I'm saying it's just bales, because you bring a bale over here like that, chuck it in, jobs are good in, puts it in over there. And obviously, when you want to take it out, click there. One straw bale, out it comes, and away you go. I mean, it's looking all right, though. Definitely a do-it-yourself, lost on an island job with how they've secured it like that. I do like that. I mean, definitely a self-made bale storage, but that is ace. Fair enough. And next up is Yogurt Shop. This is by Lander73, 7.85 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it, as you can imagine, under production chains. Now, as you can imagine from a yogurt shop, you're going to be making some yogurts. And that's going to cost you 170 grand to place down. And when you do, you're going to be making some, well, it's saying artisan yogurts. And we'll come back to that in a minute. So you got your loading in point just there. That's where all the stuff's going to go in. We'll come down the side here. We've got a production chain menu just there by the back steps. And then around the back is going to be your pallet spawn point. Now, when I say, well, when the website says, old Mod Hub website, artisan yogurts, cereal, chocolate, classic, grape, and strawberry. Now, I've got strawberry and cereal yogurts in my fridge right now, and I don't profess to be an artisan of yogurts. So I'm saying normal stuff, but okay, fair enough. So obviously with the different flavors, you're going to need to be putting in those things. So for your cereal, you need to be putting in your cereal and your milk. For your chocolate and your milk. For your classic, it's just straight milk. For your grapes, it's obviously grape and milk. And then strawberry is obviously strawberry and milk. Right, fair enough. Standard artisan yogurts, but okay, fair enough. We'll come over here, and here's going to be your pallets. Can we pick them up? No, I've got the liftable pallet mod turned on, and we can't pick them up, so fair enough. So that's going to be your cereal yogurts. We then got the chocolate ones, the grape ones, the strawberry ones, and then the classic. I mean, I'd probably go with the strawberry ones. Strawberry yogurt does taste good. But that being said, if you want to fancy doing a little something different, plonk one of these down. So next up is Seed Cleaner 1200 CP. This is by GTX, 4.48 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it, as you can imagine, under production chains. That's going to cost you 67 grand to place down, and that's going to be your seed making unit. We then have this, which is going to be your liquid tank storage, because it only holds this, which is going to be your seed treating liquid. So 2,000 litres in this IBC, 3,625 to buy. You do have the option to make it liftable or not. And why is that even an option? Just make it liftable every day of the week. You can buy it in amounts of 1 and up to 8. Right, now we're cracking. Now, this is great, I must admit. So it starts off empty, and as you make your seeds, it then fills up, which is awesome. And also this tank. Yeah, we'll come back to that in a minute. So we've got the old seed treatment liquid. So we're going to go and chuck it into the old storage area. So boom, straight in there like that. Loads it up. Now I tried it with a pallet of strawberries, didn't take it. So I don't know whether it's the liftable pallet strawberries it didn't like, but it didn't like this one either. So we're going to take that out because obviously we're going to need to put this into the facility. But what I like about this is when you come across, it doesn't just go boom straight in. It actually fills up this tank. There you are. You see the old fill level going up like that. And once it's emptied itself into the bigger tank, job's a good one. And then the IBC disappears. Great. You then got your production chain menu around here. There we are. So click on that. So you can be making barley, canola, corn, oats, sorghum, soybean, sunflower, and wheat seeds. Although they're all going to be seeds at the end of it. So that's just going to be the crop that you put in with a bit of seed treating liquid. Right, no problem. So obviously you chuck all your stuff in. You take your stuff out of the pipe. But there's no loading trigger there. Because what you actually need to do is come to this one here and then press B. Rotate that. It's going to be sticking it out the back by this handily placed trailer. Actually, I don't know if I placed it right. Can we fill it up? Yes, we can. We're going to go seeds. There we are. Right, yes. Now, I want to quickly see that fill level on here is going to go down. Yes, it does. Oh, I like that. I mean, if you've got some spare crop after you're harvesting your field, I'm not quite sure why you would have, but, you know, you could potentially, you know, want to keep some back. Turn it into new seeds for next year. Maybe going down the old immersive route. This is ace. So next up is the Lizard Cultivator H219. This is by Vulex. 1.21 megabyte on the download. And you're going to find it, as you can imagine, under cultivators. Now, it's got a 50 horsepower requirement for me tractor. It's got a 2.5 meter working width and a 9 mile an hour working speed. And it's going to cost you £5,000. The only option is going to be the main colour, which is going to be the main frame. So we'll go for that one. There you are. Now, obviously, this is going to be for your small farm shenanigans, but that's looking all right indeed. So next up is the Krone Ceres. This is by Hispano, 13.33 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it under semi-trailers. Now, this has got a 55,000 litre capacity, 72,600 to buy, and then you can change the capacity. So it goes from 55 to 255,000 litres, so 250,000 litres. Ah, fair enough. You then have the option of Continental, Trelleborg, BKT, Michelin, Nokian, Vredestein, and then Continental. And it gives a couple of different versions in there. So, all right, fair enough. Decals box. So Krone Ceres, straight up Krone, nothing, and then back to Krone Ceres. You then got your main colour. We'll go with a grey. There we are. Then got your chassis colour. We'll go with a red. There we are. Actually does the hubs. Just the chassis and hubs, no problem. Interior box colour. Let's have a little look on the old interior. We'll go with yellow. There we are. Then got your colour of the fenders. We'll go with yellow again, so they stand out like that. The colour support. Okay, we'll go with blue. There we are. Support legs on the front. Then got reflective colours box. We'll go with an orange. It's going to do that bit on the side. Then got reflective colours fenders. Oh dear, oh dear. On the edges of the fenders as well. Okay, reflective colours of the doors. This can be round the back. Yes. All right, colours of the decals. Man, there's like colours for everything. Rim colour is obviously going to be the rims. So next up is the Lizard D44. This is by Slideclift, Vauxhall and Hydraulic. 32.09 megabyte on the download. And you're going to find it under trailers. Now, it's got a 3,900 litre capacity, 3,400 price tag. You can then change the capacity up to 5,300, or it's saying there 5,250, but okay, fair enough. And you have it as a bale trailer, different bale trailer, and then back to your original one. Okay, but if you go for the bale trailer, it's giving us some extra options, so we'll have it like that. Then you've got your wheel setups, you've got your standard, your narrow tyres, or off-road versions, or back to your standard side decals. So we'll have none. Option 1, right on the frame. Okay, fair enough. Option 2, option 3, 4, and then back to nothing. Side reflectors. So number 1, number 2, and then nothing. Side bumpers. Yes or no. All right, fair enough. That's looking all right. Open sides, you can have it as a left opening, a right opening, left number 2. All right, right number 2, and then both. Oh, that'll be all right. Open at either side, fair enough. Both number 2, which is slightly open, and then both closed, and then back to the original. Then you've got rear side elements. So we've got none, got speed limit 30, 60, warning triangle, or nothing. Front reflectors. So we have got no, option 1, option 2, and then back to nothing. License plate, so we can have it as a standard one, a Polish 1956, 1976, 76 to 2000, Polish white, and then back to the original. Then you've got your side metals elements. So we've got option 1, option 2. I was on the back there. Okay, fair enough. Option 3, and then back to your number 1. Then you've got your frame colour, which is obviously going to be the frame. You then got your side colour, which is obviously going to be the sides. You then got your cover colour. Didn't have a cover on, mind you. All right, so let's go back up to, we won't have it as a Bale trailer. So we'll go for the biggest one. There you are, capacity 5250. It's still not got a cover on, mind you. So that's obviously going to be when you get it out into the wild. Then you've got your rim colour, which is obviously going to be your rims. I mean, don't get me wrong, swivel axe on the front. Apart from that, it's looking all right. So just drive it forward. It's a lot easier. So next up is the Rigitrac SKE 50 electric. This is by Hispano, 14.03 megawatt on the download, and you're going to find it under small tractors. Now, it's got a 68 horsepower engine, 24 mile an hour top speed, and a 49.5 grand price tag. You can change the wheel brands. You've got your Mitas, your Trelleborg, Michelin, Vredestein, and then back to Mitas again. You've got your front fenders, yes or no. Beacon light, left, right, both, or nothing. Window tinting, 0%, 25%, 50%, 75%, and then I can't see anything, 100%. Dear oh dear. You then got your main colour, which is going to be any one of those if you haven't got the unlimited colour mod on. Design 1, we'll go with that. It's going to be your chassis. Design 2 is going to be the roof, even though it says ceiling. Then your front fenders is obviously going to be your front fenders. Your rear fender, we're going to go for bright green so it stands out. There we are. And your engine grid, we'll go for blue, like that. Fair enough. The rear view mirrors, we'll go with an orange. There we are. And your rim colour is obviously going to be your rims. Get a stake to that. That did not go well. But all right, fair enough. Just don't paint it like this. So next up is the John Deere Hillco S700 series. This is by JHHG Modding, 68.88 megabyte on the download. And as you can imagine, you're going to find them under harvesters. Now, we have got two different versions here. We've got the 780, 790 and the 760, 770. Now, apart from the horsepower and the capacities, they're basically got the same options. So the 760, 770 is going to have between 7,080 and 19,380 on the grain tank, and 387 and 455 horsepowers. And then we're going to go and take a look at this one because it's the biggest one. Biggest always better. The S780, 790. So it starts off 547 horsepower, 24 mile an hour top speed, and a 10,600 litre grainage tank for 231.5 grand to buy. You can then change the grain tank extensions. So you can then go for a top cover, which is the same capacity. Then go for a top cover again, which is same capacity. Then the foldable extension, which is 14,100 litres. Then you got the Demco foldable extension, which is 16,743. And then the big top, 17,620. And then the factory static, 14.1. And then we go for the full static, which is 14.1 again. And we carry on. We've got top cover factory static, still 14.1. And we'll carry on. So that's 14,100 litres again. 17,400 for the old Mora. And then we've got a 17,629 big top tip up factory static. Man, that's a long name. So 17.4 on that one, 17,629 on that one. It seems to be repeating themselves. We've got the Mora XL, 19,730 on that one. The Harvest Master Windham, 19,380. And then we've got the tip up, 22,905. And then back to zero. Man, how many different options for the grainage tank on that one? So 10,600 to 22,905. Then the engine setup comes in. So 547, then go to a 625, and then back to the 547. We then got your Lizard, Nokian, Midas, and then back to Lizard again. Now, I haven't found any tracks. I mean, we've got some nice tyres and the back wheels change and all that sort of shenanigans. But okay, fair enough. Specifications, you can have it as a North American, an Australian version, or South American, and then North American flag on the side, the Canadian flag on the side, Australian flag, and then South America, North America. Right. South American flag is not the Brazil flag. Brazil's a country on its own. South America's a continent, but all right, we'll carry on. I've got numbers from number 1 all the way up to number 6. Then have the production year of 2018 to 2022, or the 75-year version, which actually puts that sticker there, right by number 6. Then got your ladder, which is standard, side ladder, foldable ladder, and then back to your standard, your rear axis. So you can have your standard, your wide or standard on there. Regular vane tailboard on the old chopper. You can have it as a standard or the old advanced power cast tailboard. And then back to the regular vane version. Rear hitches, so we've got your standard. We've got your Lancotta Lanc 400 static hitch extension. Yeah, we're not going to read that again. We've got a foldable version and then back to nothing. Then got your pipe, so you've got your 5.6 metre, 6.9, nice, metre, and then foldable version, 7.9, then a foldable version, and then, I know, tell a lie, it's 7.9, then we had 7.9 new pipe, and then we got the foldable version. Okay, fair enough. Then we got an 8.7, man, it's getting even bigger, 9.15, and then back to your 5.6, so a 5 metre to a 9.15, so it nearly doubles in length. All right, fair enough. Now, what this has got going for it, I must admit, is some great animation. So LB and right stick, left and right. No, tell a lie, LB and right stick up and down. It's going to do that cover. LB and RB together and right stick left and right. It's going to be doing that cover. LB and right stick up and down. LB and RB and right stick up and down. He's going to be doing that cover. RB and right stick up and down, left and right. It's going to be doing that one there. And to finish it off, you have got your door, RB and right stick up and down. It's going to be opening the door. Now, the old Hillco series. If you're harvesting on a hill and you want a little bit of slope activation, well, this is going to be doing it, but it's not, because we're still on an angle. Because what you need to do is actually unfold it first. So unfold the harvester, LB and A. There we are. Now it's doing its thing. So now it's going to acclimatise to the slope. So as we come back down, it's getting a little bit flatter outer. As it flattens out, that's a better way of calling it. It's then going to level up. There we go. It's just easing itself up and right. That's ace. I do like that. I mean, it's taking its time. Ah, there we go. That's better. And we're upright. And we're straight. Oh, that's ace. So you got a little bit of a, was it the hill something control, they want to call it, and you can take it into your garage, give it a little bit of clean up, tune up, whatever you want to do with it. That is an awesome harvester. Our last two mods that we're going to take a look at today are going to be, I'm putting them together because they're made by the same designer, made by the same modder, the Gamer Designs. And we have got the Pitts Chip Trailer and the 669 Chipper. Now, obviously, these were designed to go together. So we're going to look at them together. So the Pitts Chip Trailer is going to be found under wood transport, and it's got a 9.54 megabyte on the download, but it is going to be doing other stuff. So you could use it for wood chips, you could use it for other stuff, entirely up to you. Now, it's got a 70,000 litre capacity, 25 grand price tag if you don't go for the mud flaps. They're optional extra. All right, so the mud flaps go on the back, jobs are good. You can then change the capacity from 70,000 litres, then to 100,000, 150, 200, 250, 300, 350, and then back to 70. 350,000 litres of wood chips you can get in the back of this. That is all right indeed. You then got your main colour. We'll go with that, Volvo green. All right, fair enough. Secondary colour is going to be those bits. And then the rim colour is obviously going to be the rims. Now, obviously, this is going to be the main trailer you'd use for the chipper because it's got that giant hole in the back of it so it can shoot wood chips into it. The wood chipper itself is going to be found, as you can imagine, under wood chippers. 33.58 megabyte on the download. It looks like a tank, and we'll come back to that in a minute. The strange thing is, it's got a £1 price tag. I'm not quite sure that's right. Because according to the website, it's saying 150 grand. I mean, it may be the fact that I've already bought one, but it's £1. That's wow cheap. 292 horsepower engine, 6 mile an hour top speed, and a 20,000 litre capacity. There's there's definitely a bargain on the go there. You've got your main colour option, which is going to be your main colour. That looks a bit dark, to be fair. You can't really see any of the stuffs around it. Oh, that's better. There we are. Right, so now we've got them all out in the open. Great. So you get into this one. And what I said about it being a tank, yeah, I'm now driving this vehicle. You can't see my character, so it definitely is a tank. So the actual mouth of it is going to be going forwards, and then obviously you reverse it up to your truck, your trailer like that, ready to go. So what you need to do is LB and pipe out, down. That's going to turn that spout round. We'll just back it in like that. Now, you will need to get out to chuck stuff into it. So you will need to have your, the engine turn off disabled. Right, fair enough. So LB and X will turn it on. There we are. It's the old conveyor belt at the front starts going. The old chopper jaws are going. And I just happen to have some handily chopped up logs ready to go. There we are. So we'll just chuck it on there like that. When it goes, and we'll get chopped up like that. There we are. That's it. Chop it up into the back of the trailer. Jobs are good and oh, fair enough. That is awesome. I mean, it being £1, that does seem it's having a little bit of a dance then. That does seem like that's probably going to get an update for the price. Now, that being said, let's go into the old shop menu. How much will I get for it? There we are. So if I sell it, I'm going to get 0. So, no, that is right. This cost me £1. Bargain of the century. A few updates as well. So we've got the map Starbuck MN. This is by Freeze. Now there's no mention of a new save on that one, so that should be alright. We've also got the map Rumpler 2 by Alice Rodin Design. There's no mention of a new save on that one either, so that should be alright. We've got the Crampy Dolly 10L by Agra Modding. The Beehive Extra Large Pack by Mac Trucker 921, the Multi-Fruit Farm Storage by Anthix, the Cow Pasture by Missy B, and the Modern House by Icas.